Hey everyone, my name is Natalie, also known as Knitty Natty, and today I'm going to show you how to give yourself a knitter's massage, and all you need is one of these. I'm going to show you a few different exercises you can do to loosen up the muscular and connective tissue in your hands, arms, and upper back that often tense up when knitting and crocheting. So my biggest pain points when I do a lot of knitting and crochet are definitely my hands, my forearms, and kind of like this tricep area here, and definitely my upper back and neck. So the moves that I'm going to show you today are things that help me a lot. But I want you to know that I am definitely not a medical expert. These are moves that I have learned from various sources, books, watching other YouTube videos of medical experts, also from yoga and Pilates. So these are moves that have definitely helped me, and I want to share them with you. However, if you are injured or if these moves cause you any sort of pain, definitely make sure you consult with your doctor before trying any of them. So while massage is absolutely amazing, it does not take the place of resting and taking breaks. So we're going to talk about those two things first. Take breaks every 30 minutes to 1 hour while knitting or crocheting. Often I will set a timer on my phone to remind me to get up. If I'm at home watching TV, I like to get up between every episode of a show and do something else. Usually I'll do a quick chore like fold a load of laundry or empty the dishwasher so that my body gets to do some different movements for just a few minutes. You can think of it as cross-training if you'd like. Now this is definitely the toughest one, but make sure to rest when you're hurting. If I'm knitting for more than an hour without breaks, my hands and arms will eventually feel sore. When I start to feel this, I know my night of knitting needs to come to an end. I'll get to the end of my row and then put my knitting or crochet away for the night. Now no one, and I mean no one, wants to rest when they could be knitting or crocheting, but just ask the people who have been ordered to stop knitting for weeks or months by their doctors. I'm sure they would have given up just a few hours of knitting if they could go back and have their body healthy. Lastly, massage and stretch. Stretching is so good for your muscles, especially when you're taking small breaks from your knitting. Do some gentle stretches for your wrists, arms, neck, and back while knitting and crocheting. Okay, now we're going to get into the massage with a lacrosse ball. We'll start by warming up the hands. Place the ball between your palms and roll in a circular motion. You might want to work one hand at a time along the joints. Roll the ball gently back and forth along these joints, first concentrating on one hand and then the next. Remember, if it hurts, you should stop doing the movement. Next, you can start rolling through your fingers one joint at a time. Begin at the base of the hand and roll all the way up to the tip of the finger. Be very gentle with this stretch. Now this feels especially good on the thumb, so you might want to spend a little extra time there. After you've warmed up both hands, give them a good shake to bring blood flow back into the fingers. Now for my favorite exercise. Find a hard surface like a kitchen counter to place the ball. Roll the ball up and down to massage your forearm. First with your palm down and then with your palm up. This is where we get to massage all those tight muscles and fascia in the forearm. I find that my sorest spots are near the big joints, like my elbow, so I spend a little extra time there. Don't press too hard, just be gentle. A little bit of movement back and forth will loosen things up without painfully popping over knots. Now let's get into the upper arm. Find an empty wall space and place the ball against the wall at the height of your upper arm. Begin rolling up and down the wall by bending your knees and leaning softly into the ball. You might have to play with the height at which you place your ball for different areas of your upper arm. You can also bend your arm at the elbow and roll your arm this way. It might be more effective to reach your tightest muscles. The spot right above my elbow is the biggest pain point for me. I try to loosen this area every night before bed. Let me know in the comments, what is your biggest pain point? Let us know any tips you have down below. Now don't forget to work both arms in all of these exercises. You don't want to be imbalanced. In my opinion, this last exercise feels the best, and it's good for everyone, not just knitters and crocheters. You're going to need your hair up for this, unless you want to painfully pull out some of your hairs. Now that we're ready, place the ball against the wall just above one shoulder blade. Massage back and forth and up and down between the shoulder blades. Please take care not to roll over the spine or directly on top of any bones. Between each side, I like to do a few neck rolls. When you roll back, think of reaching your chin skywards rather than dipping your head backwards. You'll get a much better stretch this way, and your neck will thank you. Okay, so you might be wondering, how often should I do these exercises? If you can do them every day to prevent any kind of injury or overuse, that would be the best thing. I cannot promise you that I do them every day, but it does help when you do them repetitively over time for prevention. How long should you repeat each exercise? 20 to 30 seconds is really good. And then if you want to repeat them after that, just take a small break in between before going through each of the exercises again. So what if you don't have a lacrosse ball, but you want to get started right now? Well, there are definitely some things that you can do. You can use your hands to massage your hands, meaning that you can use the other hand to massage one of your hands. So just one at a time, you can work through your palm with the thumb of your other hand. You can also work through each of your fingers by starting at the base of your palm, working through your palm, and then up through that finger, kind of massaging and stretching each one at a time. Another place that I find is like the best to go ahead and give yourself a knitting hand and arm massage is when you are in the car. So obviously not while you're actually driving, but if you're stopped at a light or if you just arrived somewhere and you're early and you have a few minutes, use your steering wheel to kind of move your hands over the top and give them a massage, and even your arms if you can stretch out and reach. I especially like moving my knuckles across the top of the steering wheel and getting everything stretched out and moved. Where can you get these things? So I got this one so long ago. I think I got it from Amazon, but Amazon definitely has so many of them for really cheap and fun colors. You can also get them at Target or Walmart and probably a bunch of other places too. If you're interested in keeping your arms and your body just really healthy for knitting, there are some great resources that you can check out. The first one is this book called Knitting Comfortably. It is by Carson Demers, and I also got to take a class from Carson at DFW Fiberfest. He has so much information, so many great illustrations to understand what is happening with our body when we do these repetitive motions like knitting and crochet or even just sitting. So definitely check that out. There is also a YouTube channel that I really like that explains the massage and how it's a myofascial massage. Maybe you know what that means, but maybe you don't. If not, go check out Brian Alberson's YouTube channel. I'll make sure to link it so that you can go over there and check out all of his self-massage videos. Plus, he's got some other stuff for just your whole entire body, so you'll definitely want to check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that this helps you feel just that much better about your knitting routine. Definitely add this in, it seriously helps. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye.